What's up YouTube, Giovanni Dimike here, and today I'll be showing you guys how to grind Y money easily in Yo-kai Watch Puni Puni. Now this video is for beginners for obvious reasons, for some advanced players and some intermediates as well. Now, you may be asking me, Giovanni, why the hell should I take a break off grinding Y points to grind Y money? Now, that's a good question. That is a good question in my opinion. Y points are a new currency. They're better than Y money in some ways. I don't want to say most, but some ways. And they're useful for the events because it's the only currency you can use in the event cranks. And some events are some events, it's practically impossible to grind Y points as much as a lot. Like ORG keys, they have Genki, so you're basically limited to the amount of Y points you could crank or make back at the same time. And Y money, it's just useful for the Dream Roulette and the normal vanilla gacha, which they're kind of extinct, but still they're useful because once you max out the vanilla gacha or the Dream Roulette, I don't care if you want to max it out too, it's useful as well. You can get very easy soul secrets. Some of these methods I'm showing you today are gonna help you out to max your normal gacha. And if you max out your normal gacha, that means you could also gain soul secrets when using the event gacha, because some yokai from the normal gacha will obviously be in the event gacha. And yeah, that's basically all I want to say in the intro. Let's just get right into this so I can show you guys how to make this all happen. Now, the first method I want to talk about is using a full Brave team and going into a slippery stage or a mysterious stage and just using 3 force ultimates in fever time, attack boost, score boost, and getting out of there. That's a good strategy to use for beginners, especially since you can get 0 out of the normal crank quite easily. You can get a Arachnival out of the free 9,000 Y points that is out right now at the time of recording this video. And those are good attack boosters. Seriously good attack booster. Arachnival is a good score booster, especially for beginners. And I just recommend this method for beginners because you can get Shogunyon quite easily in the game. You just have to play the game until Downtown Springdale, do Insomni's test, beat the stage quickly, get Insomni, and you practically already have Shogunyon if you befriended every other yokai you need beforehand. And yeah, that's basically this method. It's just get in, get out, get Y money. During my attempt to record for the video, it took me about 2 minutes to do it, and I got a little under 400 Y money, and that's pretty good, especially for beginners, because it really doesn't take that long. It's 2 minutes of your day. You can just go grind on the stage before before the excellent tower boss. On to the next method of grinding, which is a bit more advanced, but it's still quite easy for beginners. So the next method we're talking about is the Masterface grinding method. It's basically where you go to Masterface's stage in Downtown Springdale. You bring 2 attack boosters, 2 score boosters, a non-attacker. You flood the attacker, so you pop everyone else's Wibwobs or Punies off the board. And obviously you can't kill Masterface. You just can't kill them, or else the method won't work. But you just do that so that you can get off a good 4 or 5 ultimates of your all attacker in fever time. This method gives around 1,300 Y money, bit more, bit less, depending on where your assault levels are. And it took me about 5 minutes to do, but after some practice, you'll be able to get it down in about 2 to 3 minutes if you have good RNG and you just remember, oh, I should be targeting Masterface's eyes, or oh, I shouldn't be I really shouldn't be trying to kill Masterface or popping my bonus balls before like finishing my flood. But yeah, all that aside, this is a good method for beginners. It's how most web wobbers grew up, basically, when it came to Y money farming, before they added in the dreadful Liberty Neon SS. But yeah, if you don't have a good all attacker, but you do have a good like attack booster, good like score booster as well, the next method may or may not be more your style. So the next method I want to talk about is known as the single attacker method. It's basically the Masterface method, but with a single attacker. You go on a stage where you have advantage, and you just flood the single attacker. Use his ultimate and fever, 2 attack boosters, 2 score boosters. You know all that jazz. It's kind of easy. I think my run netted less than my all attacker run. That's just because of the assortment level of my single attacker. I don't have many good single attackers, so kind of sorry, but normally the methods are kind of like they're kind of equal when it comes to Y money gain. This one gained less than 1,000, I think, so it's not good for me. But then again, I don't really use these methods. I kind of go with another method, which is kind of reminiscent of the next method that we're going to be talking about, or next 2 methods we're going to be talking about, which I'll get into them right now. You know what? Yeah, I'll get into them right now. Okay, so the last 3 methods I showed you guys, they were all for beginners to transitioning into intermediates. This method is basically intermediate. For this method, you're going to need to pull Unikirin out of the normal gacha, which you should do if you Masterface grind, or if you single attacker grind, or hell, if you're extremely lucky and you just can do it. If you brave grind. Aside from that, you're going to need to complete, I believe, until Flat Pop Plains. I think you have to go into Flat Pop Plains. So you have all the yokai to get Slurpent. Aside from that, you just need all those to get Slurpent, because your team set up for this, it's supposed to be your 2 attack boosters, or your 1 attack booster, your 2 score boosters, or your 1 score booster, Slurpent, and your 3 target attacker, your all attacker. You waste out the split flood, which means you pop every yokai aside from your attacker and Slurpent. Once you do that, you use Slurpent's ultimate to inflate the Puni or the Webwobs. Then you just keep trying to do it. You keep trying to chain his ultimate, and once you do it, or once you feel like, okay, I can't really chain anymore, you link up with the fever, and then you just use your ultimate. Use your ultimates. You just use your attacker's ultimate. Like, yeah, you have to obviously you have to activate your attack booster and your score boosters first, but you basically just use your attacker's ultimate over and over and over and over again, and by the end, you should see the outcome. This run was 8 ultimates, I believe, about 10 million score, and a bit over 1,900 Y money, which means every 2 runs you get a single crank, or like every 3 or 4 if you're doing Dream Roulette, but forget about Dream Roulette. We're talking about normal gacha, which means you should be able to farm Y money extremely quickly with this method, especially if you like are quick with your fingers. Next method I want to show off is kind of similar to this method. I'll walk you through this. Okay, so this method, it's basically the previous method and the single target flood method, just thrown together, and yeah, basically you just do a single target flood and you use Slurpent. But as you see from my run, or at least by the end of my run, I got about, 3 million score? I think 1, 2, 3, yeah, about 3 million score. I got about 800 Y money, which kinda crap considering, we just got over 1,900 previous run. But that's only because my single attacker. If you guys have a better single attacker, if you go to the Dream Roulette and you pull the last Bushinyan pass and you get him, or heck, if you crank the Muncher out of the normal crank, your score would probably be higher, because I'm pretty sure the Muncher and I'm like 100% sure last Yamurai or last Shogun are way better than my dressed up Whisper, especially if you invest soul secrets into them, or if you if you throw like X-Borbs at them and level them up to 50, which it's kind of also why you're grinding Y money, hopefully. So yeah, that was this method. It's completely, I see it as like a complete botch, but it really wasn't a botch as a run, like in my opinion. And that's kind of why I made it into the video, because this method took me forever to record. I don't know why. I just kept killing the yokai. I just kept killing them, and I was like at 100,000 score, I think, or something, and I just kept killing them. And yeah, that took a lot of editing to actually get this run to happen. Anyways, on to the next. Oh boy, here's my favorite method, the tracer method. And before anyone in the comments say it, nope, not tracer from Overwatch, you dimwits. Anyways, this method requires 3 attack boosters and a tracer, as well as like a score booster for fairly obvious reasons. You want to go in, you want to get 1 tracer assaultment off, get into fever, 3 attack boosters have to be up. Doesn't matter for the score boost, you could just get it up with the tracer. You want to use your 3 attack boosters, pop your tracer, trace, and then pop your score booster if you don't have it already popped, from when you actually started this fever run. And this run was the worst. It was alright. So it got me that Smite My Otohime run. But that's because Kirikoma is like a lower ultimate level than Otohime, and its ultimate level actually kind of impacts like the tracers. But yeah, it when it comes to like tracers and Slurpent, I would go with tracers because it's quicker, but it all depends on what you have. Just remember, Kirikoma was once ultimate, Otohime was 8. Now my next method is basically the tracer method, but I'm getting up a second ultimate, which I could do because the tracer is about 4, the length that the ultimate lasts for is about 4 seconds, and fever time is about 10 seconds. So I have barely enough time to pop the Puni that I've been saving up and use the ultimate. Now, here's the thing: you can't use Slurpent with like freaking tracers, because the Puni they pop during this ultimate, if it's their own Puni, it won't fill up the soul gauge. So you're going to use like 2 per fever. So what you have to do is you have to make sure the Puni you're linking up to make it the tracer Puni that you like unleash after the first fever. Make sure it's either facing upright or it's facing down towards your fever gauge, because a Puni on its side is actually taller than just any other Puni. So yeah, what you want to do is once you hit the Tracer's ultimate, you want to go like to the top of the screen or the top of the puzzle board near your Yokai's Puni, like the Puni, like the ones you tap to activate the ultimates. You want to go there, just trace back and forth. Once Tracer's ultimate is over, pop the Puni of your Tracer, and then unleash it again, and just do like a complete actual trace that you would normally do. And this run, I'm pretty sure was over my Otohime run. If not, then it was pretty close, I think. I know I got over 1,500 Y money. I don't know if I got over 1,900 though, so who knows. But I know if you throw soul secrets on your Tracer for 1, double Tracer ultimates or double Tracer fevers are going to become easier to do. And 2, the Tracer's damage is going to skyrocket. But it's not going to be as good as my next method. Now this method is one of the quickest methods. This one is basically just a Tracer method, but you can obviously do it multiple times in a fever. Not only 2 times, you can do it 3, 4, 5. It just depends how quick you are to getting soul pits up, and it just depends who you use. This one I'm using Kenshin Amaterasu, so my weakest extreme popper. What you want to do is you want to get into fever, attack boosters, score booster, extreme popper. You're done. And if you can get up a nurse ultimate and do it all over again. Now this one, pretty sure got the last time I Tracer run, I think. because I have to look through my footage. And yeah, I'm pretty sure it got under my double tracer, but it got over my single tracer run, I believe. But anyways, it's like the quickest method by far if you think of it. But it depends. If you have an extreme popper, I would probably go for like an extreme popper plus a tracer and a fever, or maybe like 2 tracers and then like an extreme popper Slurpent. I don't know. But that I didn't cover those in the video because I just didn't think of it at the time. Now that I'm like actually sitting down editing the video right now in like my barely lit room, it just comes to my mind. So yeah, that's that next method, guys. Next method. It's I think this is the last one. Okay, so remember when I did my my single tracer run, I was like, okay, so this is I was like, okay, I think this is like my favorite method, or like the funniest method for me. This method tops it for when it comes to like making it fun. I don't know why. I think it's just because of like how you do it. Basically, you gotta remember back when we did like Masterface and stuff and Slurpent, we just had the flood. Mostly Masterface, get the single flood. And that's what we're doing now. We're popping every other puni but our attacker. Make sure you have bonus balls or an attack booster that inflates. Your team for this has to be 1 score booster, 3 attack boosters, and your tap inflator. This method's easy, I swear. Once you get it down, it's really easy. It took me forever to learn on stream. You guys can check that out. It's in my Puni stream playlist, which should be linked down below near the subscribe button, which you should guys just totally press. Anyways, enough selling out here. You just gotta get into fever and keep tapping Puni to inflate so that you can keep getting your ultimate up. It's basically Slurpent flooding, but without using Slurpent, using another attack booster, and only inflating with 1 yokai. It's a little like it's different though. This run I think got, I don't remember how much score. Let me check. Okay, so I just checked, and if you did, I don't know if you noticed this is my run, but I got over 2.69 million or over 2.59 million like damage in fever, which gave me a score of 145 million, and it gave me 8,633 Y money. So yeah, I'm just saying this is like the best method to really like use when it comes to farming Y money. But yeah, this one's like the method. This is the farm method. That's all I have for today, you guys. I spent a good 2 hours editing this video, if you couldn't realize from the lights, the fact that I had to actually close like my curtains, considering it's like the nighttime, and I actually need like some light to come into my room and no one to like worry about me on the other side. So yeah, that's basically all this entire video. It really wasn't asked by anyone. I just felt like, you know what, I've been grinding my money like during my off time, because I really don't have enough off time to like grind Y points anymore, considering all the like school stuff I have to like do. In fact, it's 10 o'clock right now. It's 10 o'clock, and I still have some stuff to do for tomorrow that I have to finish. So I gotta make this quick. I hope HitFilm renders all of this quickly. But yeah, this is basically all I want to say. If you guys enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, share with your friends. My channel's over there. My Puni live streams should be over here, and description should be where you guys could find all of my social medias. I have a Twitter, I have a Discord, I have a Twitch. I don't really stream my Twitch anymore, but I do have a Twitch. And yeah, that's it. I'm considering streaming the next time I try and like there's coins going around in Puni. I'm considering streaming cranking the coins and then doing some Y money farming to max out my crank. But I don't know. Maybe I'll make it just like a little off video. I don't know. But anyways, I'm Giovanni Dimike. Leave a like, subscribe, share with your friends, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.